Hey guys, this is Eric from Figure Unboxing, and in this video, we're going to take a look at S.H.Figuarts Chun-Li from Street Fighter V. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people has been waiting for a good action figure for Chun-Li for a very long time. I myself can't wait to bust this thing open, so let's not waste any more time. And here's the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. I've already done reviews, so if you want to check that out, the link is in the description below. But let's bust this thing open and see what we got. Alright, so here we have the figure still in there in the packaging, and it looks like she came with a fair amount of accessories, and we do have her backdrop here as well. It's her level, and we have the instruction paper over here. And it seems like they're doing this thing where everybody gets their own effect part, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, she doesn't come with the energy blast effect, but they might include that later in the future with a color variance or something. But anyways, let's check out the figure itself. Alright, so here we have the figure itself. It's very nicely painted and sculpted. I really like the metallic blue and gold it shows over here. And I think the proportion is done very well. Like, they gave her the right amount of bulkiness where the leg is really muscular, but it's not to the point where it looks weird. And let's just take a closer look at the figure. I also like all these wrinkles on the cloth. You can actually see her butt over here. Everything looks really good. And as far as I'm aware of, the QC issues is handled very well. I don't have any like paint issues and all that. Maybe some like, blue splashing over here, but it's not too bad. The quality seems to be really good. And anyways, I don't think there's anything you guys haven't seen already, and let's jump straight into the articulation. Alright, so for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. She can look up about this much, look down about this much. She can turn her head, no problem. And these can actually swivel, but it's not on a ball joint or anything, so that's all you get. Which is okay, I don't really care. And the shoulder, they actually have to pop out, and you have the butterfly as well, so it gives you a lot of range, and you can move up about that much. And you do have the swivel in the shoulder and bicep, so that's really cool. And you can curl about this much, and you do have the ball wrist. And for the ab crunch, you can bend backwards about this much, bend forward about this much. And the hip is where it gets very interesting. A lot of people said the hip is really good, and let's check that out. Yep, it's really good. She can almost do the split, which is really good for Chun-Li because she has a lot of moves. And as you guys can see, you do have the 2.0 hip, and she can kick up about this much, so that's good. And these are softer material, so you won't have to worry about that getting into your way. And she can bend about this much, and you do have the side-to-side pivot, and you do have the toe hinge. And that's it for the articulation. We're gonna look at it more when we're doing action poses, and let's check out the accessories. Alright, so for the accessories, let us start with the default face, and I think it looks really good. It's got that anime look to it. Some people might not like that, but again, it's very objective. At least it looks like Chun-Li, so I'm okay with that. Alright, so next up we have a smiling face, and I think it looks really cute. Alright, so lastly we have the shouting face, and this is going to be very useful when we're doing action poses. Alright, so next up for the hands department, we have a pair of display open hands, and you can easily do the solar flare, and it looks pretty good. And next up we have a pair of karate chopping hands. It's very nicely sculpted. You can actually see the fingers. It's really cool. Alright, so lastly we have another pair of display open hands, and that's all the hands we have. And this one is a little bit grippy, but not really, and it looks pretty good. Alright, so finally we have the kicking effect parts, and these are very nicely painted and sculpted, and you can take these apart. And you can take this apart as well, so you can actually attach this to her leg. You don't really need a stand, but anyways, let's try to play around with it. Alright, so first off we have a standard fighting stance that looks like she's about to kick, and I think that looks really good. Alright, so we have another fighting stance, and as you guys can see, she can balance herself very well, but just to be safe, I would still use the Tamashi stage. Alright, so next up we have a high kick, and as you guys can see, the range is really amazing. And of course, she can do the tornado kick without any issues. This looks really good. And next up, we have the energy blast pose, and this one is probably the hardest to pull off, but it still looks pretty good though. Alright, so lastly, we have her using the kicking effect, and this is a little bit too heavy, so you have to use the stand. But anyways, that's it for the action poses, and let's jump straight into the size comparison. Alright, so for the size comparison, let us start with the S.H.Figuarts Ryu from the same line, and they look fantastic together. I can't wait to get more. Alright, so next up we have the Awakening Goku and Gohan, and they look very good in scale. And then we have some S.H.Figuarts Naruto figures. And next up we have Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man, Diamond Select Venom, Punisher and Daredevil from 112, and Super Action Statues Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. And then we have some recent release of S.H.Figuarts Kamen Riders. And then we have some US licensed S.H.Figuarts. And lastly, we have some recent Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I like the figure a lot, and to be honest, I don't have anything bad to say about the figure. I think Bandai did a really good job this time. It's got good articulation, good paint work, and it comes with a decent amount of accessories. Hopefully in the future they can give us like, some expression where they get hit or something. But for now, I'm really happy with it. And there's just a lot of stuff they can do with the line. They can do more costume, more characters, and even more color variants. But hopefully they don't get too annoying with that, with the exclusive and stuff. But anyways, that's it from me, and do let me know in the comments what you guys think about the figure and just Street Fighter in general. This is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.